Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode 733, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to talk about what happened last night on SmackDown. It emanates from Florida, Orlando, Florida, at the Amway Center, home of the Thunderdome, during the 2020-2021 year, and I'm kind of really excited about during the year of the pandemic, and I'm really excited about this because this is because it has a humongous, it has a decent NXT presence. I'll let you know what I mean by that when I talk about the show that happened last night. Of course, the road to SummerSlam is paving the way. Some matches are happening. The matches are forming and everything else in between. And a little bit on, the situation between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. And a lot of stuff going down. A lot of stuff went down, and then we'll talk about what happened on NXT Level Up as well. So we'll start it off. Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and Paul Heyman were walking backstage, and a woman walked by them scaring Paul Heyman. I think Paul Heyman thought it was Kayla Braxton wanted to interview him. I think Paul Heyman's scared of Kayla Braxton, my personal opinion on that. And then it started off with the United States title invitational. The other one, as you know, Santos Escobar won the first one. Rey Mysterio versus Sheamus versus Cameron Grimes versus LA Knight. Now, a lot of people want LA Knight to win. I was one of them. But in attendance, we're talking about NXT superstars in attendance. The Lees, Wes and Dragon Lee, were both in attendance. And Knight addresses his three opponents before the matchup. And then Austin Theory, who was watching the United States champion, who was watching the matchup, pulled Rey Mysterio out. Santos Escobar attacks Theory, gets involved. But then you got the next up-and-coming superstars of NXT. They were yet to be on TV yet. Until last night, the Carpenter twins, they were also in attendance. And then as Jey Uso was walking the back hallway, he greets the D'Angelo family, Stax and Tony Lorenzo. Channing Stax Lorenzo and Tony D'Angelo. Yeek. I'm like, I'm going to smack in your face for calling me, get my friend Snack's nice name. What you want? I'm not the underboss, he is. Anyways, Channing Stax Lorenzo and Tony D'Angelo acknowledging Mr. Jey Uso, and then the Creed brothers were there, shared a couple of fist bumps, respect, gotta like that. And I think the NXT superstars are getting the first-hand look about what the main roster is going to be all about. Theory then confronts Adam Pearce and wants a match against Escobar, and then Pearce will put the title on. No, he doesn't earn it. And it doesn't make any sense because Escobar is trying to earn a title shot. So for him to get a title shot beforehand, it didn't make any sense. And Adam Pearce wasn't thinking; probably got scared. But also, the NXT champ Carmella Hayes and Trick Williams are in attendance as well. So, a little bit more on Hayes and Williams as we go along here. Also, the NXT Women's Champ Tiffany Stratton was in attendance as Io Sky, Miss Money in the Bank. The lovely Io Sky, I should say, goes up against Charlotte Flair. In fact, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair will both challenge Asuka for the WWE Women's Championship at SummerSlam. And Bayley then joins on commentary, annoying Michael Cole like she always does, while Michael Cole was trying to do his job. But then, during the match of Shotzi appeared on the Tron, and then Bayley decided to flee ringside, leaving Io Sky to fend for herself against Bianca Belair. Against Charlotte Flair. Flair won the matchup, and it looks like Io Sky's mind was on. Then Asuka was attacking Flair after the match. And then Kayla Braxton interviewed the new NXT North American champion, Rhea Ripley. And I'm going all over the place today. Caleb Braxton interviewed the new NXT North American champion Dominic Mysterio, accompanied by the women's world champion Rhea Ripley. Gotta get it right. I am botching up today, man. Let me tell you. Dominic Mysterio, because he just showed up to show his deadbeat dad, and his dad's not anything but a deadbeat. His dad's a good dad, a respectful dad. Come on, Dominic. I think Ray has filled the head with so many lies. Not funny. Yeah, women can do that to you sometimes. They say, I don't like your family. Leave your family. That's the kind of girl I will not date, is someone who does not respect my family. Might I digress. Anyways, and then as I was talking to him, Butch interrupted him. Said, hey, since it's the home of NXT, how about it? You and me for that title. And, well, I might have polished up, but then, and then HBK then shows up. Shawn Michaels goes, something, I guess, a good idea. He kind of like runs NXT a little bit, but he said, I'm going to talk to Adam Pearce and see if we can make attention. You know where Adam Pearce's office is? And Butch tells him, and he's like, okay. I mean, Butch was calm and collected. It's almost like Pete Dunne. It's almost like the Pete Dunne So I'm like, that's instead of this rabid, crazy guy that probably wants to bite Mysterio's ears off, and probably grab a pair of scissors and cut that stupid mullet on his. That would be really funny to see. So, anyways, then as Bayley tried to flee the arena with Io wants to catch it. Io goes, Bayley, trying to calm Bayley down, and then she found her luggage all wrecked up, and with a picture of Bayley with a pair of scissors through it, Shotzi has snapped, and Bayley goes, let's get out of here, Io, let's get out of here, and Io was trying to reason with Bayley here, and Bayley is freaking out, man. So listen to Io. And Santos Escobar went one-on-one with Austin Theory, and Santos Escobar picks up the victory in a non-title match. Could give him momentum against Rey Mysterio. It's going to be a heck of an honorable matchup. So there's no other way. So Bobby Lashley was waiting. I don't know. He was waiting for the Street Profits, but then Carmelo Hayes again. Hayes and Williams showed up greeting Bobby Lashley. What is going on around here? The NXT presence could they get some advice from Bobby Lashley? Could they end up joining Bobby Lashley or something like that? Could Bobby Lashley form a new Hurt business? Who knows what Bobby Lashley's doing? I'll tell you one thing. You get the Street Profits, Trick Williams, and Carmelo Hayes. These are 4 young men that can learn a lot from Bobby Lashley. And I do believe that could be ending. Bobby Lashley knows he's accomplished basically he does about everything in the WWE. Why the heck not guide the 4 young men to championship gold? That's how you do it. Or you can lead by example. This could be a good stable if done right. So we'll see what happens there. But right now, I know Carmelo's got a humongous NXT title match coming up at the Great American Bash against the Mad Dragon himself from Russia, Ilya Dragunov. I like the guy, so there's that. Well, the North American title was on the line. Dominic Mysterio versus Butch. Rich Holland was backing up Butch when Rhea Ripley got involved. And Pretty Deadly decided to appear at ringside with Elton Prince in the sling and the wheelchair. And Kit Wilson was there. Kit Wilson gets involved. Rich Holland chases him, and Elton Prince just booked it, even though he had a hurt shoulder. It's a miracle. And then Rhea Ripley took advantage of the whole situation that happened, and Dominic Mysterio did pick up the victory to retain his title over Butch. And Wes Lee was there, so I'm surprised Wes Lee did not do anything. That would have been a great storyline to go into. So Roman Reigns and Jey Uso rules an engagement. It seems to me it was a contract signing for a championship match. But Roman Reigns signed it, but then Usos tear up the contract, says it's tribal combat, and it means anything goes, no disqualification, no count out, anything goes, trial combat. And then not only, when Roman Reigns puts the Universal title, the Undisputed Universal title, but also his tribal chief wreath. He's putting that on the line. Imagine the insanity this match is going to be at SummerSlam. So, but then Solo decided to go nuts and goes after Jay, but Reigns stops him, but then Jay kicks Solo. I think Roman Reigns wants to do this in an honorable fashion. Gotta respect Reigns for that, though. Gotta respect Reigns for that. NXT level up, Hank Walker and Tank Ledger, or Hanky Tanky, as Byron Saxton like, Hanky Tanky, really? Against the returning Quincy Elliott, the Super Diva, and another returning stylish superstar, Ikemen Jiro. Heck of a matchup, but Hank Walker and Tank Ledger picked up the victory. So those two big boys could be a threat to the tag team titles down the road. Let's see what happens there. Kelly Kincaid interviewed a newcomer, Izzy Dame. And Izzy Dame, she's got a little bit of an attitude. Sometimes that will take you very, very far. So she goes up one-on-one with Danny Palmer. These two ladies went at it, and Danny Palmer did pick up the victory on NXT level up. Very good for Danny Palmer. The main event, big body Javier Bernal, the guy with a big mouth. I call him Big Mouth Javi because he doesn't know when to keep it shut. Against Dante Chen, the Singapore sensation. And Dante Chen did pick up the victory over Javier Bernal. So, that's all the time we have on this episode. Episode 733 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Hope you guys, on the next episode, we're going to talk about what happened on AEW Rampage last night. So, I know if you watched my, Jordy Scow's live stream, you know I was there. But I want to give you my perspective on it. So, until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with A Sweet Bowl for Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.